Welcome back to the Challenger Series. It's been an incredible year of surfing on the Challenger Series. All these surfers vying for the single goal of making the CT. One man who has already done that is Samuel Pupo. He has qualified for 2025 on the back of an incredible performance here in Ribeira de Ilhas. Joel Vaughan is rocketing up the rankings. Came in at number 27. Well, he's up to the high teens now. So Joel Vaughan, a surprise packet. The young Aussie from North Shelley.
This would be a decent score. Here goes Samuel driving that JS blade through a couple of strong turns. Downtime, decides against chasing it any further. He's out of there, 23.5.
Well, where this wave, Binzi, sort of went a bit longer.
Yeah, Joel Vaughan opening up the shoulders and throwing buckets of water. That was a particularly vicious karate chop up at the lip. He's got some work to do to find the open face, but he does it nicely and rattles off a couple more turns. Getting pretty vertical as well, so he's happy with that.
And also their man in the semi-final. Out the back though, Pupo trying to fight back. Here he goes. Nice little first turn. He's had that unlocked. Driving down the line, goes to the air, nose picks it and comes undone. So we're just seeing Sammy Pupo making a few mistakes. There's his brother. Still nervous, even though they've achieved all they set out to do in terms of making the CT.
Throwing away eights is Samuel with an 8 and a 9 who beat Mateus also with an 8 and a 9.
Yeah, incredible surfing. A lot of this sort of business. Almost.
He wasn't far from that either.
The Vaughan family, an institution down there in North Shelley. So many great surfers coming out of that. Incredible guys. Vesper Vaughan, there's a name that's going to keep your eye on that for the future.
That's a name on the move.
Okay, here goes Vaughan. Here he is. One of the stars that are show right now. Fanging down the line. He's got speed. And there's a massive turn and he goes down. You can feel the crowd. Look at them all. They're all pumped. Thought he had that.
Joel and Hugo, both Jolie and Huey.
Yeah. And here he had maybe even almost too much speed for this turn. Oh, he was so close. He was so close to making that. What went wrong, Bins?
Well, you're completely asking the wrong person here. I've never had too much speed for a turn in my life, but it looked like it was right there. He planted the back foot and the nose just...
You know, it's created some of Australia's best ever surfers. You look at the guys that come out of there from Ace Buchan, Mark Sainsbury, Ross Clark-Jones. It's so rich. Here's another one. The Sunny Coast has just got another superstar on its hand in Joel Vaughan. Comes round. There's another good turn. The second one is good. Floats over top, and that's a nice finish. So smart surfing.
Molly, Macy.
Yeah, it's
Ross Maloney.
It's incredible. And here's another one off the factory line. And I like this, Bins, in that he's just surfing, you know, that's a smart wave to back up his score.
And, you know, aside from the big names, there's plenty of underground legends as well, guys like Shane Holmes and Russ Maloney, who fly the flag in board riders comps. Jughead, one of the world's wildest slab surfers. Yeah, what an incredible region. And just Joel Vaughan, who's flying the flag for them on the Challenger Series at the moment. This is going to be his second score. There's some real momentum going on here. And we've got one Aussie into the semi. Don't sleep on Sam Pupo. We know what he's capable of. And there's still 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, here he goes, Pupo coming to fight back. Nice little roundhouse to start off with, looking for some open face. And there's a big turn from Pupo. This wave's looking more like it's surfing to his strengths. A nice carve. Another one. Lucky bit of ride. He just puts his foot on the back and now it just goes for the finish. So there you go. That's the trademark stuff. That's where he gets 7s and 8s consistently, just by picking the good waves. And that wave, a lot better pace to it. You could tell he was calm and composed.
On the crowd numbers as well, as we see this replay of Sam Pupo. So a bit of downtime, just some setup work right now. Then the wave stands up, bowls out for him. Beautiful, powerful turn, releasing plenty of spray. Driving through his turns, putting the rails to work, standing on the tail, just a little bit of a stall so that he can connect perfectly with that section. It just gives himself a little bit of a chest pat, and it's more of a self-rev up than a claim or anything like that. And Sam Pupo is going to be back in the picture. This will obviously be his best wave.
Yeah, he needed that. 13 minutes gone, hadn't had a wave of note. few waves that just ran off him. It's an 8.5, so the best wave by far. It's a massive number.
Wow.
A lot of it was done on that turn, basically. That was the real money. And to do it, the judges love those risky turns out the back section. If you can put in a bit of progression, they always reward it, and then you finish it off with those carves. As we see, Pupo without priority, trying to get that back up we just talked about. Nice rail work on the first turn. It's a smaller wave. A little bit lumpy, but he's just zigging and zagging. He does this. He capitalises well. He's a smart, competitive surfer, and he matches it with a bit of flair. So not super dynamic, not as big, but knowing he only needed a 3.84 to move into first, you think he'll get that. So
we love about Joel Vaughan surfing, he has that X factor as we catch the replay of Sam Pupo. This is just smart, polished surfing from Sammy. He knows that he doesn't need a big score. He knew it wasn't a set. It's not going to offer him an excellent number, but it's definitely going to give him the opportunity to take back the lead, put a sort of 5 or 6 of his own on the board and put that little bit of pressure on.
Hold on, we just might have a look this way. Vaughan, so he pulls the trigger. First turn, nice little fin release there. Oh, and there's a wrap as well. So dynamic surfing from the Australian and a big finish. That's a 3-turn combo. The Aussies like it. Sammy's, but he put some dynamic surfing in this, Chris.
Yeah, plenty of zip and zing to that first turn. Just carved so quickly through that tight arc, through a bucket of spray, and vertically up into the closeout clout. So 3 turns, plenty of variety between them all. Got the tail release on the first one. This is a hammer, and then gets the completion, the big end section belt. And Joel Vaughan is going to now ask the question of the judges with 5 minutes to go. Super vertical, drift out of the tail. This turn was just butter, absolutely on the spot. And vertically up into the lip, looking fluent.
Pretty intense. Here we goes Vaughan. So this was caught during that recap. And the first turn, it's a bit of a slice and dice. Another rubber there. He might start to warm up on the inside. He hucks the fins out, but that wave isn't going to bother the judges, really.
Yep, 3-2-3, the requirement. And Sam Pupo with priority, has to...
Sammy Pupo, the form surfer of the event, the highest ranked surfer left in the event, a CT surfer for 2025. He's in the final up against Callum Robson, which looks to be a pretty good matchup. Both surfers being really consistent,